going on, guys? This is the Outspoken Gents podcast. This is with Johnny. We got Cody, Doug, and John. We're here today, and we got a story time for you guys. What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
What's up, fuckers?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Johnny, that sucked.
It sucked. I know. I definitely
No
wasn't
enthusiasm.
going on the show sheet
It's
at all.
fine. No,
No
it's fine.
enthusiasm.
It's fine. Like, but I just figured I'd start that with giving you some shit. But
I thought
Yeah,
we,
man.
I thought we were
I didn't
scrapping story time.
You're just like,
God
you were
damn
just
it.
on mute. You're just like, hurry up, let's go. Like, let's do something. I was like, all right.
but
Doug was like, let's go. He said, let's go. John's
get
over
the
there.
show on the road. Get the show on the road. But yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
move it. Move it.
Man.
I don't know.
Do it.
I don't know.
Do it. Hey, do it.
So, guys, what are your guys' like top 5 all-time summer activities? Top 5 all-time summer activities. I'm just gonna go off the hip with you. Something we didn't put on any show sheet or anything like that. But summer activities. Top 5.
Drink beer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, a lot of beer drinking. Running.
Running. Who the fuck runs?
Run.
Okay, guy.
Okay.
Cruising.
Me now?
Cruising. Like,
If you got an old car, you know, cruising's always a good time. Car shows, shit like that.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of
Cruising
that,
can mean a lot of things.
yeah. So I personally, I was gonna say it's always the summer movies. You know what I mean? Go to the movies every Friday or every Saturday. Usually a new blockbuster is out every single week. Not every single week, but you get what I'm saying. You know, they save all the good shit for Christmas time and the summertime. So what are some things you guys are looking forward to this summer, movie wise?
I don't know if it's this summer, but it too looks pretty fucking awesome. Finding out Pennywise has a daughter and is coming for vengeance. Pennywise is back and in the flesh. And all those little fucking kids are all grown-ups now. And they're coming back
they're
to
grown up,
try
right?
and kill Pennywise.
Just like the Stranger Things kids too, huh? The Stranger kids are like way older now, right?
Dude,
I don't know. I don't watch Stranger Things.
Yeah, I didn't watch Stranger Things either.
I just
I
saw
heard
it
it's
on
really
the
good.
other-
but
I watched the first season, and I know I came across it later on down like a Netflix series thing that they had going on, and like I remember seeing it, and like all the kids were like grown up, and it was like the finale, and I was like, Jesus, I thought the first season just came out. Like I didn't know they were at a finale already. It must have not done too hot.
Well, a lot of those Netflix shows, they like come out with the first season, and then they're just sitting on Netflix for like the longest time until like they start to like get popularity, and then once they get popularity, they like come back and bring back the next season, and then
So I
pick up
noticed
from there.
that. I noticed that on HBO as well. So they released a show last year, I think, called Succession, and it's just about like a rich tycoon type family, you know, like a media mogul's, you know,
Yeah.
empire and family, you know, and associated family or close family. And they waited a little bit, kind of a long time. I think the next one is coming out, and dude, that just looks like big green jizz. Like, it's so viscous. It's got so much density to it, John.
He's drinking Kratom
Oh.
for everybody that can't see
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
That's
Sorry
my
about
summer
that.
activity.
There's a
your
summer activity.
Yeah.
Like, can you just do like anything with it? Can you smoke it? Can you just like
You
put it in
can't
smoke
smoke it.
juice?
You
Okay.
can't smoke. But the thing is like if you
Keister.
if you got one little speck on your throat, you would throw up. So it has to be wet. If you were to get any sort of dry in your mouth, it curls up and you could like die because you'll be choking.
So like,
So why don't you
cinnamon
just
guys.
butt chug it?
Cinnamon challenge? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like the cinnamon challenge.
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't even
But you
know.
die.
Because the material is so
You
fine.
don't die, but you'll throw it. Yeah, it's horrible. But
Cool.
once you get it a little wet and you start mixing it up and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like getting a little wet.
I heard it goes a lot smoother when you spit on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you just like butt chug it? Like just like can it
Yeah.
be like alcohol? Like if you put
Funnel.
it in your butt, does it get you even more like
Well, I
buzz?
mean, I can't even do a handstand, so I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna try to butt chug nothing.
It's hilarious. I
We're
just
not
picture
butt
you doing
chugging
it.
nothing. No.
Just did a handstand today. What are you doing handstands for? And then you're making fun of me for taking a fucking run?
Yeah.
Not upside down, loser.
Yeah.
Hey,
Get back to
handstand
Earth.
push-ups are dope. I used to do handstand push-ups all the time. I like those.
Handstand push-ups? No.
Yeah, so like you go, like you put.
Yeah,
like,
I know. I remember.
Yeah,
I
flips to the
remember.
wall.
I remember
Handstand
doing them
push-ups
over at
is-
Cody's house. I've been watching Miles get up on the wall with the socks, and Cody'd be like, "Stop spreading that paintbrush on my wall."
This isn't Billy
No,
Billy
he would
Banks
cut-
Tybo.
He would come over after work or whatever, and we always used to just have the push-up bar that we were all young, and we would go home, start drinking beers and doing push-ups. Like that was like our daily routine. So
waiting for our weed run.
yeah,
Drinking
waiting
beers, go
for
place our
yeah,
bets, and then
waiting for the delivery. Yeah. We're gonna run to the casino really quick, come back. But no, he was doing push-ups one day, and he was the guy who like didn't shower after work, and it's like no, like get your ass in the shower. We're
China
unpacking
does.
containers. We're unpacking containers full of furniture from China. There is 8 weeks of dust on these containers that have been on the ocean coming from Asia.
And
And
muffler.
yeah, you needed, you wanted to wash yourself.
Yeah.
Like there was something in the air.
except
Like,
for Miles.
for whatever. And if you got it from one of the bad factories, man, it was like you were swimming in it. You had to wear a mask. You know what I mean? So you have a
It's so
couple of
bad.
those a day, and then you have like 3 cleaner ones a day, and it even out. But man, he came home one day and like again, he didn't shower or anything, and he always wore like the most fucked up socks. I hate to say it.
Like a toe out
There's-
and everything.
There's a toe out, bro. These things look like
The
they've
heels
been
just
jerked
completely
off
cut
and
out.
rolled in for 3 straight weeks. They were hard and crusty. He could have just worn his socks. He didn't need shoes. And
They had
I
more
know,
dirt- they were-
I
they were
know
more
I'm backing
weatherproof
right
than
now.
Fox.
I know I'm backing right now, but man, like it was a constant thing. Either that or he'd wear his shoes around the house, and I'm like, that's even worse. Like
Dude, you could
now
smell
he's wearing
the
his shoes, and you can still smell his feet. It's like, man, like I got so tired of buying socks. Like I wore socks because I just kept like, man, you need these. Like for my own sanity, like our
You
friendship.
take your own
Socks.
socks off and give them to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that happened all the fucking time. But yeah, no. One day he was doing push-ups against the wall, like wall push-ups on the push-up bar, and he had his shoes off, and he's like resting his feet on the wall and just sliding up and down the wall like that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Painting my walls? Like, what's going on? Like,
It looked like a little 4th grader came in there and was just coloring all over the place.
what's your pit? No, dude. There's legit like marks and nastiness on my wall. I don't know.
Breaks through the other side of the Kool-Aid guy.
Bring on through to the other side.
Yeah.
Wild and out.
What's the Kool-Aid guy say?
Oh,
What other movie you got? What other movies you guys
yeah.
look forward to?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What other movies you guys looking forward to? I was really looking forward to the new Lion King, but like I remember I was talking with Doug earlier about this, that I would have rather them look a little bit more cartoonish,
Yeah.
just a little bit, because like too realistic is like it takes the cuteness away from it being like a child's film.
Well, if you think about it, it really wasn't like even like a child. It was a child's film because it was a cartoon. But then, like, if you think about it, like the things that were happening in the story weren't really child related. I mean, fucking Mufasa gets fucking stampeded over by fucking
Father
whole
dies,
bunch of-
daddy issues.
yeah,
Yep.
wildebeest, and then like he comes in, he thinks that it's his fault, and then runs away, and then they're fucking eating bugs and fucking singing about Hakuna Matata. Like, there's just so many things that weren't kid related, but it was one of the best. It was
Don't ever
my
tell me
favorite kid movie growing up.
Hakuna
Other than
Matata
Hercules.
isn't kid related, because that is. It's all about kid. That's all kid related right there.
I mean, what do
Hakuna
kids
Matata.
have to worry about to begin with?
Nothing.
Nowadays, a lot.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah,
Apparently a lot.
obviously.
Yeah, I guess.
But back then, kids didn't have to worry about shit. Kids went to school, came home, played video games, went outside
no.
and played.
Yeah, they played in mud.
Now they got fucking. Now they're like super sensitive and
They got
fucking have all this shit
Fucking
going
Fortnite.
on.
Twitter to worry about. It's a
Yeah,
disaster.
so
Follow.
like, Lion King, I'm super happy that Lion King is gonna be like CGI, like real life kind of things. And I like fucking Pumbaa looks fucking like a warthog. Like he actually looks like a fucking nasty little wildebeest. Like it looks pretty fucking gross. But I'm actually kind of fucking I'm happy about like all of that.
Well,
Scar is this skinny ass, scrawny fucking lion with a scar.
But
he
was like the black sheep. That's what they tried to like resemble with this character. Now he looks just like a regular lion. Just
no,
like
he doesn't. He's definitely discolored.
Wait, yeah,
He's small
yeah.
as
Again,
shit.
yeah, and you've seen him on screen for what? 5 seconds? You
Yeah,
know what
but
I mean?
You see a difference
Probably
between
has
him and
been
like 3
Sansa.
trailers. There's like 3 trailers, bro. I've seen all 3
Yeah.
trailers.
Yeah.
There's definitely a difference between Mufasa and Scar.
I
You
think
can
it's
tell
cool
the
they
difference.
brought back James Earl Jones to do Mufasa.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they didn't just use a lot of his old.
Well, I'm super excited
Matter.
for that. And then another kids movie coming out this year is Frozen 2, which is going to be like a huge one for like kids and everything like that. So, and that actually looks like it gets a little bit deeper into things as well.
Yeah.
Even though
No,
it's fucking kids movie. What are we talking about kids movies for? It too. Hobbs and Shaw looks like shit. Child's Play looks like shit. Even though
Child's
so
Play
many
looks
fucking
like
people are excited
huge
about
shit,
it.
bro. Who was it? Who was the girl who played like Chuck, the Bride of Chucky? The girl who played the Bride of Chucky. I follow this one girl. She's like this horror fanatic on Twitter, and she had reposted the girl who played as the Bride of Chucky, and she was like, you know, I forgot what the bride's name was, but she said me and so don't think that the new Child's Play looks even that wicked or whatever. And I was like, damn, throwing a little bit of shade, you know, now there's a whole new cast and everything, like older like cast members are getting upset or whatever. And I
We were talking about this shit earlier, how fucking nobody can come up with a good idea anymore.
Yeah.
Everything is just a remake of the movies from the 80s and the 90s and the
Creativity
70s.
went
Like
fucking way down.
everything is just a huge remake. They just want
Very
to try
true.
and remake them and make them better and try and, you know, suck off the tit from before.
Yeah.
Well,
And
let's go off. Hold on. Let's go off the 14 movies or so that I wrote down. Okay, Angel Has Fallen. That's a remake. Sonic is new.
Remake.
Sonic's a movie. As in a movie, it's new, but wasn't there a TV show and like a fucking and
Yep.
I mean everyone knows the video game that it
It'll be
is.
the first live action version of Sonic, correct?
Right. Well,
Right.
most stuff
Semi-live
nowadays is
action.
live action. Like
And then
most
Jim
of the
Carrey's
stuff
in it.
nowadays is like live action.
Well, same
Yeah.
thing with like Detective Pikachu. Fucking Pokemon's been around for 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay, but stop though. Detective Pikachu is like a whole side story, and it was actually a
Yeah,
comic.
it's not like Ash Ketchum.
It's
Like,
not. It's not like
completely
gotta catch
different.
them all. That's what was really cool about it. Like they brought you into that world, but at the same time, they had a story they were following. It wasn't just like, oh fuck, this guy's gonna go catch 100. You know, now it's like there's like 600 Pokemon now, and now I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that. 'cause
Did
then we'll
Ash
start talking
still
about
have
it.
it?
If
basic
it
fucking
wasn't for
Pikachu.
Ryan
I
Reynolds
don't understand
being
that.
in Deadpool,
Like
I
if you're
wouldn't
gonna
go
be the
watch it.
master fucking catcher, like why don't you just fucking go catch all of them and level up all of your characters? You're not gonna keep the same fucking little Pikachu that you had as your first fucking Pokemon.
How fucking dare you, bro? What are you, Jon Snow? What are you just gonna say goodbye to Ghost at the end with a little wave and a nod?
It's not like it changes. It's not
You
okay.
know
First of all,
That's your
it's the
dog.
same fucking.
That's
It's
your
the same
dog.
thing. It just evolves. It's the same
Where were-
fucking
where were
Pokemon.
those
It just
fuckers?
evolves.
Where were
And
those
you're just
fuckers
gonna-
when
you're just
Thanos
gonna
got the
kick the
stones?
bird.
Where the fuck were they?
Yeah.
Where the fuck were they?
How dare you? I don't agree with that whatsoever. How are you just gonna run around with the same fucking dog the whole time? That's your
Well, he
dog.
even tried. Well, you guys probably didn't pay attention. but
Pikachu would
I was
evolve, but still be Pikachu. It's like it's the same person just evolving.
Raichu. It goes to Raichu, you fucking dick.
I yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's still okay. You know what I mean, though. It's the same fucking. It's the same Pokemon. It's just Raichu instead of Pikachu.
Raichu is a whole different Pokemon. That's a whole different Pokemon, bro. Don't fucking talk to me about Pokemon. You don't even know.
So you're saying it wouldn't have the same personality? They wouldn't have the same memories?
No,
Nothing
bro.
like that.
So what happened, bro? Like they try, like Ash.
So Pikachu is
You
just
didn't even watch the
ceases
fucking show,
to
bro.
exist.
Fuck. Don't come into my church and spit on it.
So Pikachu just like ceases to exist. All the memories of Pikachu just ceased to
He
exist.
changes.
And now it's
Oh my
Raichu.
God.
Changes all this shit, bro. Like this is what happens, bro. Like he turns into a fucking. It's Raichu. I think is a Raichu. I think all electric as well, but it
All
changes like all
God.
the moves and all this dumb shit. It's like they tried to evolve him one time, and you didn't pay attention to the fucking show, obviously, and I'm the only one who has. But they tried to evolve him, and then all because he was like too scared that he was going to be a different person. So Ash said, "I don't want to evolve him." He got an electric stone from the fucking gym leader who was an electric type Pokemon master.
Oh.
And
Okay, well, it's been like 20 years, really, so...
Might
Yeah.
need a refresher before we jump down Doug's throat. I get it, Doug. I do understand. Sorry if we were a little harsh. But getting back to the point, okay,
Yeah.
Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw remake,
down.
Yeah. Not remake, but like trying to do a spin-off.
trying to do a
Fucking
spin-off,
stupid.
trying to continue. Yeah, again, like you said, suckle at the teat. I did hear that these movies are super big in Asia, like a lot bigger than in Asia than they are here. You know, they eat this
fucking
shit up.
cars are such a huge thing. Like from Tokyo Drift, like that's like a real scene in Japan. Like all of that is like real life there. Like I have friends that were stationed in Japan, and they have cars that were like that. They love that car scene, and that whole underground car scene is such a huge part of life there.
Here's a good idea: get the fucking cast from Tokyo Drift and redo that, and let's
Thank
see it.
you.
Because I'd rather watch that than any one of these other Fast and Furious movies. I
Bro,
hated them
as
all.
talking about
soon as
one-
they went,
The Fast and Furious and Too Fast, Too Furious were fucking beasts.
those
After
were
that-
two of the best movies ever.
Third
Yeah, and then no, I like the third one with Tyrese and Paul Walker and everybody came back. Okay, but when they went paramilitary and they started doing jobs for the CIA, you know what I mean? Like, no,
Instead of hijacking like a truck that might have had maybe like, I don't know, fucking 15 grand on it. Like that's all they were going for.
15 grand worth of VCRs and they're doing it really cool. Like, great, cool.
But I draw the fuck line.
Oh my
When I go
gosh! Do you remember the one
driving
with Aaron?
tanks over
Fangio?
a bridge and going up to a tank.
if I hear fucking Ludacris or Tyrese behind the wheel one more time, I'm gonna freak the fuck out, guys.
This motherfucker.
Bring back Bow Wow in that fucking Incredible Hulk car right now, or I'm not gonna watch nothing.
and the little Asian girl,
Yeah.
girl.
They were nice. They were nice to them.
I show you the way.
Yeah.
I show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
But,
that was good shit. Those were the days. Those were way better.
Yeah.
Now this Hobbs shit, I don't care about. The Rock needs to get out of movies, bro.
Bro,
Get out of all my movies.
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
he's
He's
putting out
just-
movies like fucking
He's-
no other.
Like,
no,
yeah,
He's putting out
like,
movies like he's doing curls right now. He's just like, oh, Fast and Furious. Oh, Fast and Furious. Oh, fucking what's
Haven't
it
had
called?
a car-
Skyscraper. Like just so many.
Rampage. Oh, Rampage.
Yeah, exactly.
Genetically
Let me just-
engineered.
let me just bust this one out real quick.
There's no rock.
You know what the Rock is
Let me just
cooking.
bust this set out real quick of these like 4 movies, and we'll be good.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
almost
No.
didn't make it too.
What?
Which one?
The Rock.
He didn't make it.
Like what?
Because if he wouldn't have got a shot at wrestling, he wouldn't have gotten so popular.
Yeah, but
Oh,
his dad
Well,
was a wrestler, wasn't
Well,
he?
he is. Yeah, they're third generation. He's third generation, but
Yeah.
it
So
was
he always
like,
back-
he was pretty.
Okay,
close to
let's go
not
back
making
even
it
farther. If
to
he
a
doesn't get
superstar.
injured in college, he was an NFL. He would have been an NFL like great. I think like if he would have kept going, he was like
And then
really
he's-
good at Miami. He
and
was
then
part
he's
of
really
really
not
good
making
Miami
movies.
teams. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We'll
I
go
do
back
like
even farther,
him.
but
I do
What-
like him in
Smell.
Baller.
The Rock is cooking.
I do like him in Ballers because I think Ballers is like a nice portrayal of like him as a, his
Season
inner
1
deep.
and 2 were cool. Season 3 kind of fucking.
Never watched any of it.
Why?
Started
You
to
can
get
like
off on me.
the whole Vegas thing.
No.
That was
I
season 2, right?
did, but like they started getting into way too much. Because at first they're fucking like, they're just agents, like they're just like or financial managers for players and trying to get like a sports division and everything. And then all of a sudden they're brokering these huge deals between the NFL and these multi-billionaires to bring an NFL team to Las Vegas. Like, give me a fucking break.
It's the Rock's typical trajectory: 0
Yeah.
to 1,000.
Yeah,
Real
right
quick.
away.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you want me to be in the movie? Okay, well, we're gonna need to have tanks or I'm going to need to be doing huge deals with people that I shouldn't be in the same room with.
Yeah.
My character shouldn't be in the same room with. I'm sure The Rock can get in the room with all those guys. But yeah, okay, so
Phoenix.
yeah, Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. Again, just keep digging into that bag of tricks. Like, please stop redoing this character. Now you're watering him down to the point where like you undermine achievements set by guys like Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson, who did really good Jokers, or even Mark Hamill, who did the voice for the cartoon Joker. You're going to undermine these guys, and you're just going to water down this character to the point of, is this Joaquin Phoenix Joker? Is this even looped into the same, DC universe that they're trying to do right now?
Yeah, it's like a big, like a prequel or whatever. It's like a fucking. I think what they're trying to do. I think they're gonna try to meet up. Who's the new? Yeah, it's a prequel, as in like it starts off the story where
45-year-old Joker. Like quite honestly, you can't go from Heath Ledger, who was young and strapping, and yeah, he looked older as a Joker character, but you can't go from him to
They take him to the asylum in this one though, so it goes into the asylum part, and that's what like really makes him the Joker. They kind of tapped into that a little bit with the whole Suicide Squad thing, but I mean he was. I don't. It wasn't a gas.
It just seems like DC is like swinging and missing on everything now.
Everything. They have the worst batting average in the league.
They're gonna have Robert.
But they can't find like the steady character that they want. Like if you look at Marvel, like all of these characters, they swung and hit a home run with each of the first characters that they hit because they did the background on them. They made sure that they wanted to do the part, and they made sure that they were invested into it. It just doesn't seem like they're like everything for DC right now is a trial run, and they're just putting out trials and trials and trials. But who wants a fucking free trial for long enough? Everyone wants, the dynasty of what is now MCU.
Dude, and then it's just like you're gonna do all these different movies, like, and I'm talking about like Wonder Woman and Aquaman and that whole series, and you had the Justice League movie, and I thought you had a good thing going there. I thought you had
I think they did really good with Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Yeah, those are two that I thought they did really good with.
Aquaman was visually stunning. The acting in Aquaman was horrible.
Trash.
Minus my boy William Dafoe, the acting was just putrid, if I may say myself. Putrid.
Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to be all high in my
less than movie. Below average.
Fuck it.
Stop. But no,
wasn't that good.
I just feel like stop watering down our characters, man. Because going back to the overall point of this whole segment we're trying to do here is like, when you water down the product, do we really even care anymore? Or are we just waiting for the next big franchise to release their first? I don't
even want. I think that's what the issue is right now. Everybody's worried about making a sequel and sucking all of the milk out of the udders until it's completely fucking dry. Like nobody wants to put out this one huge banger, like we were talking about earlier with fucking with Top Gun. Like, is there a sequel to Top Gun? No, it was a great movie in its own. It didn't need a sequel. It had a beginning, it had the climax, and then it had the resolution. Like, that's all you need in a movie. And all these people are trying to make these cliffhangers to keep going afterward and more and more and more. And so they're leaving all of this extra fucking content that they could put into one movie to make it one great movie. They're like leaving it off to try and, bring more money along, which might be a good business plan, but it's a shitty product.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and I think, quite honest, go ahead, Johnny.
Speaking of a shitty product, this kind of just jumps off of this whole movie thing, though. This fucking Harry Potter game, bro. This Harry Potter game, this new Harry Potter game.
Shut your mouth. Actually, it is kind of crappy right now. It's going to get better.
Explain to everybody what this is.
So we were talking about it a little bit earlier. The people who made Pokemon Go, it's called Niantic, made a video game that's called Hogwarts Unite, I believe.
Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
Wizards Unite. Yep, Harry Potter Wizards Unite. So It's the same concept. You're a random wizard. You get to sort your own house if you want. I'm really into Harry Potter. I mean, I have 2 Harry Potter tattoos myself. I was also very much into Pokemon Go. If anybody ever want that smoke, let me know. But I was really good at that, so I was excited to play this fucking game. But this shit is like, this is hot garbage. This doesn't make any sense. And they're really, really dragging this whole fucking Harry Potter thing out. Like, I was really happy for them as soon as they made Fantastic Beasts, because I was like, thank God, some fresh content.
Yeah,
Like,
Fantastic Beasts
something,
is great.
something, yeah, it's a really good story. It's way the fuck off, you know, but it's still kind of it still touches that other one, and that's exactly what I wanted them to do, you know? Just kind of like with Star Wars, how they made, you know, they had Han Solo's fucking kid, you know, the bad guy, you know, it touches, it has its own story, but then it brings you back to, you know, older characters. So it's really, really cool. But this fucking game, man, it's too old to be having Harry Potter as a fucking 20-year-old still. And
He's
like, I
not
don't
20
need
in the game. He's a part of the Ministry of Magic now. So what it is like, so the concept of the game is that there's, I think there's like foundables that are all around, and the concept of it is that they need all the wizards to unite together to keep the wizarding world a secret from getting out to the muggles. And so there's this big mystery of like somebody who's cursed all of these foundables that are all around the earth or whatever, and they're trying to release them into the muggle world. And so what's happening is that you're like walking around or whatever, and you stumble upon a foundable that is cursed, and you have to like defeat it and collect that and bring it back to the wizarding world. So it needs a lot of work though, because like
it'll show you like where you're at, you know, it'll have, you know, your location, it'll have a map, you know, it has your whole fucking city, and it's normal. Well,
we know where you're at. But you only can go to certain spots to do it. Like, you know, on Pokemon Go, you could just be walking around like and stumble upon a fucking like a Pokemon anywhere.
Park. Yeah.
But like with Harry Potter, you have to be near like the houses or whatever in order to like find these foundables and everything like that.
Pokemon Go, I thought, was the first game that has ever brought so many fucking people together. Like,
yeah,
people were in the
ridiculous amount
deep with that game.
Oh, like, yeah, no, people were getting like guns put in their face, like, get off my proproperty, bro. Type
I run this gym, bro. Let's run it. I'll fight you right now, bro. Are you?
So me and our buddy back in Vegas used to go to this park, Desert Breeze Park in Vegas, and we would literally just walk around the park.
Yeah.
There was probably at least 1,000 people at this park walking around, sitting in certain places, trying to find fucking Pokemon and like other people, because that's what happens is that when it's highly populated area, you get more like activity and everything going on with it. So, you know, I just hope that more people catch on to it, and if more people catch on to Harry Potter, I feel like it's going to get bigger and bigger.
It's probably a shit show.
We could have fixed Pokemon could stop global warming with the fucking technology that they use with this game. Like they brought so many people together. Like I remember I was with one of my ex-girlfriends or whatever. We were at a park. We were just sitting there, you know, enjoying the fucking nice Las Vegas night or whatever. And I remember there was like 20 people sitting around a fucking tree. And I was like, look at those fucking crackheads over there. What are they doing over there? They're chugging beers and like being fucking weird. I was like, and then I would see cars kept coming through, and it was like a car would stop. Then somebody would come over to that car, and then that car would just drive away. And I was like, oh, it's a huge drug deal. Everybody's doing fucking acid or something over here. What's going on? And it turns out I was like, hey, what the fuck you guys doing over there? They're like, hey, oh no, my bad, bro. We're just playing Pokemon Go. And I was like, oh, fuck, people are still doing that shit, you know? And then it kind of brought me back to it. Like it's a really fucking, it was really, really fun until I figured out how to rig it. And then I could lay in bed and just play.
How do you rig it?
There's apps now that can like make you fake walk. Because I was a lazy fucking fat piece of shit.
You fake Fitbit fuck.
How the hell did this guy walk from Ukraine to the U.S. overnight?
I swear to God, bro, I was catching Pokemon in Germany at one point.
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
Luxembourg.
you could. They had this thing, so that's what I'm trying to do with this wizarding thing. Because this game sucks, and it's not going to be fun if I have to walk everywhere.
Well,
Yeah,
Like,
just
yeah,
don't
man. I don't
The
know.
put
Pokemon-
your app
the
in the
Pokemon
Dominican
app-
Republic.
Yeah.
walk around. That's good shit. Anyways, so another big series, Star Wars.
Yeah.
You guys excited for
Um,
the new one?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Yeah?
excited. This will be the third.
Yes.
This will be the last movie of this phase, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see a nice wrap up. I want to see a nice 2.5 hour, Star Wars wrap up.
Hours.
Let's stop. Let's get it over with.
I want
exactly.
them to. I really want them to shut the fuck up with the series. I want them. They're talking about doing.
Whoa.
Finally, thank God, they're talking about doing Star Wars: The Old Republic, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm most excited about because I have a Star Wars Old Republic tattoo on the back of my leg that I've had for years, and
I heard
so
that
many people have it. So many people
heard
understand it.
I heard that has like the most powerful people in
Of
Star
all
Wars.
time. Because it's around when
people.
the Sith were at their prime. Like Star Wars right now, it's like the Sith are really weak. They're barely hanging on. They got to fight these refugee guys all the time. They keep tying up their fucking, their stupid. What are those big? What were those big walker things? Kept fucking up. I'm sure that the Sith or whatever, not even the rebellion. The rebellion, it's the Empire. My bad. Oh my god, I'm so terrible at this. The Empire. I'm sure it wasn't doing too hot. There's only
First
like
Order.
it's like they had like two bad guys. They had Senator Palpatine, and then they had Anakin. Like, what the fuck?
You mean
It's like
Darth Vader?
They had Darth Maul. He lasted one whole fucking episode. Like it wasn't back then though. The Old Republic, it was like the Sith would just donkey fucking everybody out there. Like the Sith were an actual human race. Like it was a type of race that they had, and they all kind of look like Darth Maul. And now he's coming back too, which is he is back. I guess he never died with the whole Han Solo movie. The Han Solo movie I thought was way better than any of the other Star Wars movies.
I liked
the Solo movie was good.
Yeah, that was nice. And I think those are just other creatures that look like Darth Maul. I don't think that's actually Darth Maul.
The race.
The race. Okay, sorry. You
It's
did
a
say
race.
that.
Sith.
Yeah.
The Sith are a race. It's not like a.
The Sith
I
are like
thought
the
it was
Jedi. So is
I
that a
thought it was
race?
job title.
No. Sith. The Sith was like it's like this red. It's like a red Darth Maul. Is what a Sith is, I think. I'm probably mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're mistaken. I think the Sith are like the Sith are like just the evil Jedi, and Jedi can be like anybody, but that's not the race. That's like
the Sith are a major antagonist in the space.
antagonists. So they're the evil people. It
Yeah.
doesn't. They're not a specific like race or anything
Just
like
a
that.
Sith Lord, Sith Master, and a Sith Apprentice.
Yeah.
Sith Empire, Sith Army, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I just feel like Star Wars is getting fucking way out of hand too. Everyone's just trying to, suck off the old tit of these great movies and great franchises that were once upon a time a thing. Nobody wants to do like everyone's searching for the next like Avengers, and I think that just dilutes everything. It just fucking kills everybody.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Like even Men in Black, like they're coming out with some fucking Men in Black International. Like, give me a fucking break. Like, this is
and it's
ridiculous.
Thor, and that girl from literally the Thor movie.
Yeah, Valkyrie.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like, oh, that's fucking really lame. Like I didn't want to fucking. I mean, I get what they're fucking doing. I mean, they even went back. I mean, this is a different topic, but I mean, this is kind of has some relevancy. Will Smith is helping a directing company or whatever make a movie called a TV show called Fresh Prince.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
And it's completely different. Like it's more dark. It's a very dark TV show.
Oh,
It's not
that's
like
different.
yeah, it's like I know you guys should check it out, but it's like a dark version of what the Fresh Prince would be, and all the characters are way different. But Will Smith is helping and funding in some of this, and I thought that was really fucking cool. But like the Men in Black stuff, they need to just go ahead and just stop doing that too, or
Especially when
do
it's so
something
bad.
remember R.I.P.D. with Ryan Reynolds and
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
That-
who you're talking
dude.
about.
if
The
they
dude.
did something like that, if they did Men in Black like that, that would be way funnier because it's just they're random characters, they're having a good fucking time. Like I know that this one is going to be all fucking weird, especially because you have two characters that are from a different movie that recently came out, and now you're throwing them to another movie. Like I always hated that.
Yeah, no, that you know, and I like Tessa Thompson a lot, but like she just needs to, you know, she just needs to go. I wrote down here on my notes, this is the most disgraceful thing since Ghostbusters all-female cast reboot. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get a whole lot worse than this, you know? And I get it. You brought in i.e. Aladdin, because like I saw Aladdin, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, really not that good. Like,
No,
I liked it.
I
liked Aladdin.
never even watched it. I could tell from the commercials, the trailers or whatever.
I think they missed on the casting part. I think they missed multiple. Will Smith is fine. I'll let Will Smith live with it.
Why
Aladdin,
couldn't they have the same squawking guy again? He's been doing Affleck for fucking everybody. He can't come on and do a couple words, you know?
Yeah.
No, but he didn't really have a big part like that. Like he wasn't really like as talkative as he was in this Aladdin that he was in the cartoon version.
Because they tried to make
it
live action shit.
They try to make it real, and it's like you just ruined the whole movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is Lion King? Lion King's gonna come out. Like, lions can't talk.
Lions can't talk.
Fucking talk.
They can in this. There's a difference in what they're doing.
It's fucking fake. Make their eyes a little bit bigger. It's for the fucking kids. I don't need. I go to the fucking zoo if I want to go look at real lions. God damn it.
Right.
He's talk.
All right. Whatever. I'm done with this fucking shit. Okay.
Yeah.
The U.S. women's national soccer team is probably one of the best, U.S. Franchises and dynasties that there have ever been. If you really look at it, you look at the Dream Team basketball, but what other freaking countries like really like come up and like do these fucking like basketball as much? You can't do football like that because no other country really plays American football. Soccer, hockey, and basketball are probably the most international sports that there are. And other than, soccer is the biggest by far, above and beyond by far. And men's soccer, and our men's soccer just suffers because our best athletes don't play soccer. Our best athletes play football, baseball, and basketball. And I would like to throw in there hockey, but hockey's more international. A lot of Canadians, a lot of Europeans, and everything like that. But the U.S., as far as the United States goes, one of our best dynasties of all time has to be this women's soccer team right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I will absolutely agree 100% with you.
What's your guys' opinion on the team captain taking a knee?
Let her do her thing.
Let her do her
thing. Yeah.
Honestly, I really just
not my business. If you're,
I just something I came across, a few days ago. They were making it a big deal. They were saying, because she took a knee that she should be kicked off as like or she should resign from being a team captain. Put somebody who loves America.
You don't get to resign from being a team captain. Those are voted on by your peers.
Or whatever, you know what I meant.
Your peers decide that.
Well, so a lot of people are saying that they'd rather someone who loves America be like a team captain, and it was like, I don't even know.
Why does taking a knee for something? This is gonna get political, guys, and I might have to edit it out. But why does taking a knee for something automatically mean that you don't like America?
Because you're not
standing for the national anthem.
Why can that not mean I am paying my respect to the flag, but I'm also showing you I am. Where else do they have a platform? What, you're gonna protest on Twitter?
They do it every goddamn day.
It's called social media. That represents you as a person, not as a country. That represents you.
Be Colin Kaepernick than Kevin Durant any day of the week. There, I said it.
Okay, that's just dumb.
I would rather take a stand for injustice on a major platform than bitch and whine and complain all the time.
How many followers does he have on Twitter, on Instagram. Probably close to 1 million. Yeah.
I get what Colin Kaepernick was trying to do, and it's like, I don't. This is old. This is all old shit. We're fucking way past this at this point. Even fucking this goes into like Nike and all this other crap. Like, whatever he wanted to take a fucking knee, that's fine. He wasn't. That's the NFL, but like you're under an organization that doesn't want you to do that.
You're representing something bigger than you. You're representing
Right.
something else. There was so in the Navy, for example, there was a girl who didn't stand for colors. So colors happens in the morning at 8 a.m. and at sunset. She did not stand and salute during colors while she was outside. She got kicked out.
Right. That's what happens.
You stand to respect the people that have come before you, people that
Died.
given up their lives. Look, there's memorials for these people, for Vietnam, for World War II, for the USS Arizona. There's all these people who did not get to come home to their families, and there's people that don't have legs anymore. They physically cannot stand. They cannot stand, but they stood for the people that are here playing fucking sports. Let's not overthink what they're fucking doing.
Yeah,
they're
just
playing sports. They're getting paid millions of dollars, or in the women's national team, they're getting paid, 6 figures to play these sports.
She's a captain.
They don't want to stand because of LGBTQ
too.
or because of social injustice, but they have the right, they have the freedom to stand because of the people who have given up their lives.
You don't like it. Truthfully, if you don't like it, get out. Get the fuck out. Go anywhere else.
All these fucking people.
Do you guys think those girl soccer players? Do you think those girl soccer players? Do you think those girl soccer players on the U.S. women's national team think they rake in a big salary?
Probably, yeah. And I know most of them aren't even like. Some of them aren't even.
Not just from the national team, but I would say close to 6 figures.
And how many
close to 6 figures? Wow! So they're getting paid $90,000. Some of them, $90,000.
Is that a bad living to play a sport? Is that a bad living to play a sport?
You would think endorsements probably too. They got to be getting paid a little bit of something.
But you're dumbing down the fact that they're playing a sport. They're the best at their sport. Yes, awesome. Congratulations. You're doing great, and you're getting compensated for it. You're getting paid 6 figures to go play a sport, to live comfortably, to train, to go work out, and to go play a sport.
It's a minute song. Everybody knows what to do when that song comes on. Just be like everybody else when it comes on, because it's for the people who can't fucking be there anymore.
I don't think you can be
fall into line.
Yeah, I don't think that's what it is.
I think it's hand on your heart. I get it. I'm the guy that stands up for the national anthem before football games, sitting on my couch on Sunday.
Right.
Okay? Like I get it. I'm absolutely right there behind you guys. At the same time, all I'm saying is, if this is the way these people choose to protest or voice their opinions, it is a free country, and you should be allowed to do that.
Then they should come out afterwards.
Without fear
I'd rather
of
not see them.
repercussion. You'd rather not
takes
see
a
them.
negative effect. They have press conferences after the games, yeah?
You think
they go talk to reporters after the games?
NFL,
they go talk to reporters after the games, right?
Yeah.
So while you're doing that and saying that's a great question, but actually, I'm doing, I want to bring light to this situation. How much more respectful would you have of that person rather than falling in line to the people that are asking these stupid questions, trying to get these headlines?
I think the latter. I think answering those people's questions with, hey guys, honestly, I'd just like to take a few minutes to, talk about social injustice, and here's a few statistics for you guys. If you guys feel
it's a healthier way of going about it,
please donate to XYZ. Have you ever seen an athlete do that?
No, but that takes more courage.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Tell me.
Because of the millions and millions.
That's exactly why, Jason.
Billions.
They don't give a fuck when they're actually putting your voice to it. When they're on live TV, no.
They will get the hook so fast if they are on camera talking about shit like that and raising and
So then, where do they go? Where do they go to talk about it?
Go talk to Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know.
Go talk on social media though, right?
Put up a foundation.
So why not do that in the first place? Why take attention away from your teammates who have also put in all this effort, all this work to do this? And take in mind, when Colin Kaepernick started kneeing, Was he the starting quarterback?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I don't think
He was not. He was not the starting quarterback. And for the captain of the U.S. national team to do that, I think that just takes credit away from her teammates and all the hard work that they have put in, because those cameras are going to be focused just on her and not focused on, oh, look at all this hard work that these girls have put in.
At this point, too, I feel like it does more harm than good, because if you stand, nothing happens. Everyone's happy. If you kneel, it automatically becomes
this conversation.
A split. Yeah, exactly. It starts splitting people up right away. So that's the thing that's shitty, because even if you stand, no one says a goddamn word, dude. It's like, it's regular. And then as soon as you take a knee, you automatically piss off 50% of people. So why even fucking do it? You're trying to help one cause to divide another. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking double negative.
But that's all that the world is now. It's like you're either with me or you're against me. You can't have your opinion and I can have my opinion.
Yeah,
that's the bad thing. Nobody can have an adult conversation. Everybody takes it so personal and so against whatever it is. So you say, oh, I disagree with that view, but there's some aspects of it that I do agree with. Do I agree that there's social injustice? Yeah, there's some social injustice going on in this country. Is it good? No. But I don't agree that you should be taking a knee and like taking attention away from what you actually did and disrespecting people that have. It is a form of disrespect, because there are people who are not here, cannot spend time with their families because they gave up their lives so that you could play the sport here without anything. You think they're just playing playing soccer in Iran? You think they're playing on this big of a stage? You think they're playing like that in Afghanistan, in the cities that are leveled? No. So what if those cities were like LA? What if LA was a ruined city because another country came in and wanted to level it?
Yeah, true.
We as a military, we provide security and structure for all of the homeland. I'm doing this because I want to protect our homeland.
There's also a large portion of that same military that goes towards things that are not necessarily the best things in the world, like funding both sides of certain wars and like arming militants across the sea. Like there's a lot of things you as somebody in the military decisions? Not you, man.
Not the military, not the officers or anything that we're doing.
Okay.
That comes from DC. All of that comes from DC.
It's just civilians making those decisions.
They're politicians, they're not civilians, but they're politicians that are making those choices.
You should still powder your nuts or powder your monkey while you're doing it. That's all I gotta say. You will sweat out.
What did you guys get into this weekend? Let's get to something else. What did you guys get into this weekend? Did anything grind your fucking gears this weekend?
Oh my god. All right. Setting up a date night, right? She wants steaks, okay? Not a problem. Juicy J's got you covered. Put on some Barry Manilow. We're gonna get some steaks going up in this mug, okay?
I'll give you some.
Go to the store, get the shit. You know what I'm saying? Come back to the house. You know what I'm saying? Got the charcoal. Got the groceries.
Pack of Oscar Myers.
First thing happens, okay? I got stairs to get up into my apartment, okay?
Oh no!
So when you got to get all your groceries. You put all the groceries in your hand, right? As many bags. You got 40 bags.
Always.
Always.
You'll never do a fucking second run.
So I got these bags heavy as fuck in my hands. I get all the way upstairs, and I figured out that my keys are still in my pocket.
That happens all the time, bro.
Like, son of a bitch, man. So now I got to set my groceries down. Get back in my, get my keys out, unlock my door, and then I got to find all the little loopholes in the grocery bags and pick them back up again. So I get them inside, run downstairs, throw the charcoal in the backyard for the grill because we got a charcoal grill. Come back upstairs, and instead of taking all the groceries out of the fucking grocery bag, this chick just threw the grocery bags in the fridge.
Terrorist.
Like, what? What are you doing? What are you?
She cared?
I'm like, are you?
Wait, what?
You asked her if she was mad at you?
Hold on. You don't unpack your groceries?
Yeah, like, do you shop at Aldi where you don't use bags? What are you?
It was
what
like
are you
Costco, lady. What the
doing?
fuck?
Did you hit her with the
What?
newspaper?
I'm like,
Outside. We don't do that in here. Outside.
This
Take
point,
your
I'm like,
whole
you know,
food
it's
ass
fine.
out of here.
It's okay. Let's not let that ruin the night, okay? It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
I go downstairs to start the grill. Somebody stole my fucking charcoal within 30 minutes, dude. 30 minutes. My charcoal was gone. This is a legitimate story. I swear to God. Fucking
Oh.
charcoal was gone. I had to go back out to the store and get more charcoal.
Oh man. So, okay. Is that it?
That
Is
was
that it?
man.
You guys, you come back with the charcoal. You make some nice meat. You give her
Yeah.
slips
You
of
get
the
her
Oscar Mayer. And,
went on. All the meat got handled. Everything was good. Know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You handle
Everything
Now,
was
was
good.
was this like a regular, or was this a girl from Tinder?
This was a first date Tinder. Yeah, come on over, hang out.
Yeah.
Kind of
She won't be
thing.
allowed back over.
No. After the grocery
I
bag
get that.
thing.
Was there any other red flags? And I feel like if there's the grocery bag thing, you had to see at least a couple more. Like, she's on Tinder while she's sitting there watching the movie with you, or
She hasn't talked to her dad in 10 years, something like that.
I don't know. To be honest, the whole charcoal getting stole pissed me off so bad it kind of fucked up everything. It took me a little bit to even remember what she was
Come back to
talking
earth.
about.
You're just swearing around the house. These
I
motherfuckers.
should have been a fucking
Yelling at my
cocaine guy.
dog.
I know it.
Every time.
What kind of guard dog are you? People are stealing charcoal after we buy it, Fiddlesticks. Get your shit together. Get your shit together, you
Fucking
barking,
Fiddlesticks didn't do
non-barking fuck.
Oh,
Bark,
man.
he didn't warn you. He knew what was going on.
Son of a bitch.
He probably had something to do with it.
And then I went to there's a little bar down the street. So last night I went to the bar, we were hanging out, and I forgot what fucking game was on. And the one guy's like, oh, I can't watch. I can't watch.
Turn all the TVs off.
What the fuck you mean you can't watch? Like, oh, every time I watch, the Yankees lose every time I watch. I'm like, oh, okay, you can see the fuck. Let's not.
Yeah, or maybe Aaron Judge isn't playing his best ball right now. Maybe it's that.
Yeah, it could be. It could be something that doesn't have to do with you, you prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking prick.
Oh, that's funny.
Fucking
Yeah.
assholes.
I always love people like that. So last week Friday, this last Friday, we went out to the Arboretum, and we saw they have like a little concert in the park with like a little cover band every single week on like Thursday. And we go out to this little concert in the park. Hey guys, Friday was 99 degrees and probably 90+% humidity. So it was just a swampy day. You're talking about powder in your nuts. You know what I mean? I think I used a full bottle, on Friday. I was going out to the car for real. No BS, no none of that. I was going out to the car and throwing an extra couple little douses of powder down there.
Yeah, stay fresh. Man.
But so we brought our daughter and my wife, and we met up with some of her work friends, and we watched this concert in the park, and we kind of get there, settle in, eating some charcuterie, doing the whole nice suburb, quiet Friday night type of thing. Yeah. Anybody want some wine? Oh no. Here's a nice IPA. Here's a nice grapefruit IPA. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be one of these parties. I should have brought my own liquor. I'm kidding. But
Hate IPAs.
so I turn around and I'm like, hey guys, does anybody know what this band is? Like, what cover band this is? And the one lady's like, oh yeah, no, it's a Michael Jackson cover band. And I'm like,
Those are never good.
oh,
None of them are good. I
like, are we sure?
We're from Vegas. We had to see every single fucking wannabe jokester, on Fremont every Friday fucking night. You had 16 of them, and then you had a naked midget Kiss character down the street too.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson and Kiss. That's what Vegas loves. So I mean, we've seen so many of those, and I couldn't imagine it being good.
So
Couldn't
just
imagine.
a little breakdown of the band. You had like the Michael Jackson figure who looked a little bit like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? He was clearly wearing a wig. But other than that, I mean, they did play Beat It. They did play Beat It. You
Hopefully
also had
he
you
didn't
also
act
had
like
the
a
band
villain.
manager. The backup singer was like the band manager who was probably like 48 and like just needed to get off the stage, but he was still wearing his, like combat vest, that looked really stylish and everything like that. He was hyping up the crowd. He's probably hype man of the year for me right now. And then after that, you just have the bass guy who, he's an accountant during the week.
That's wild. Yeah, no, I mean it's insane. I don't know. He's got cut.
Yeah, well, I taught my son how to ride his bike this weekend. That was a pretty good highlight.
Yeah. So how long does teaching a child take?
Well, it kind of depends on, the subject matter, Johnny.
Yeah.
Teaching him how to ride a bike, he was actually really good. He actually hopped on right away and took directions really well, and
Yeah.
he can go in a straight line, and he can turn now. He just can't really stop yet, so he just rolls right into the grass and then kind of
Was it a real
bails.
bike or VR? They even
What
make
the
real
fuck's a
bikes
VR?
anymore? Virtual
Yeah.
reality?
Do kids ride real
No,
bikes?
it's a VR. No,
You got one of
it's
those
a
ski
bike guy.
things that.
No, I'm actually super proud because my son loves to go outside and play, so I'm like super happy about that. He would rather be outside playing with friends rather than being inside and watching videos or playing video games.
How do you know he's not just going over to his friend's house and just watching videos over there? I remember I
Because
used to
he's
watch videos with my
outside.
friends.
We were watching all types of videos.
We were watching
He's
all types of
outside.
videos back then.
Okay, well, my son's 6. He's
Just
not
on
fucking
Comedy
13.
Central waiting for those Girls Gone Wild paid programming.
Hey,
Trying
you
to call
gotta
him
stay
up
up
and
till like
trying to
midnight to
sound like
watch
an
those
adult.
things, all right?
Yeah, can I get a monthly subscription?
Those bongos playing, bro. It's like,
Yeah. Those bongos used to wake me up in the morning, bro. In the middle of the night.
those bongos come out, you're tripping over your toys, trying to shut the door as fast as stepping on Legos and shit.
So fucking funny. No, that's fucking cool. So last night, my buddy hits me up. He goes, "Hey, come hang out, blah blah blah." I was like, "All right, bro. Like, what are we gonna get into?" He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna have this, huge party at my place. It's gonna be a banger, blah blah blah." I said, "Yeah." So I go over there, whatever. He's like, "Machine Gun Kelly's cousin's coming here." I said, "Oh, what the fuck does that even mean, bro?" I was like, is he famous or anything? He goes, "No, but he's his cousin." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, but how do you know?
Yeah, like, how do you know? He goes, "Well, he's got pictures with him." I said, "Oh, okay." So like this, anyways, this guy comes over to the fucking place, right? And he's got tattoos all the way up his fucking neck, up to behind his ears. He looks just fucking like him. Truthfully, he looks just like Machine Gun Kelly. Not like this fucking even matters. It was so funny though, because like you got to see people who just have never met or seen anyone famous just freak out. They were just like, "Hey, can I take a picture with you just so I can tell this one girl who is really obsessed with Machine Gun Kelly, and like, can I send a picture of you and me to her?" And it's like, for what? The clout? Is the clout that fucking like
Oh yeah.
that bad?
Oh yeah.
And like, it was really, really like weird, man. It was just so weird. And like, I didn't even talk to this guy for the first half of the night. Like, he was just there. And like, I was the only other person in the room that had as many tattoos as he did. Besides, obviously, I don't have tattoos on my neck and shit. But like, we had the same amount of tattoos. So then all of a sudden, like, we're about to go. We're out now. He's got these banging broads with us, though. There's like 5, 6 of them. They're all really, really bad. Blah blah blah. We're walking around downtown West Palm Beach out here, and we're just fucking having a good time. But these broads are just like, I promise you, bro, that they looked like they had so much money. They were so bougie looking though, and like, this is like one of my first real times going out in Florida and just dealing with these bougie Floridians. Mm-hmm. And these girls are fake from like the eyelid down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Eyelid, bro. Half of that hair's not even.
Yeah, true. Extensions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm fucking
It's not even extensions anymore. It's not even extensions anymore. They cut their hair short. Yeah, no, not even implants. They cut their hair short. They all wear wigs now. Even the white girls.
Yeah.
So, even the white girls. She'll be a redhead one day and a blonde the next. It's crazy.
So now I've left my group of friends, and now I'm just hanging out with him, his friends, and then all these girls. Now I'm not even with the original group that I was at, and like we left and we went like 30 minutes out of the fucking way, and now we're down there, and like he's trying to ball out. He bought everybody Patron shots at one bar. It was $100. I was like, okay, I mean, ooh, like all right, so like I was like, that's cool, that what, thank you, blah blah blah, and like then we go to another bar and he tried to do it again and his card got declined.
Oh shit!
So then I'm standing there and I was like, you don't got none of that machine gun Skrelly, huh?
Skrelly.
So like,
Sucks.
it was only for, so like when his card got declined, it was for $12. So that's where I really fucked up. So I was like, hey bud, little loose in your pockets there, huh? Like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I don't know, my bank probably just put a hold on my card, blah blah blah. And like, turns out that this kid, he works construction, he's a normal ass kid, and like the fact that my friends were trying to hype him up because of like he might possibly be related to somebody was just so lame. It was the lamest thing I've ever.
You told us, you sent us in our group chat, you sent us that little snippet, and I was like, yeah, who cares? Like, cool, like great.
It was just so funny, and like, and it's this one girl, like you could tell that she probably listened to like Wild Boy twice back in high school. She was Chloe to like her fucking first boyfriend, so she was just like, oh yeah, you kind of look like Machine Gun Kelly, and like she just kept talking about it like the whole night, and like she just kept saying Machine Gun Kelly over and over and over again, and like at one point I was like, this kid doesn't fucking care, bro. This kid doesn't care.
His name is Colson. It's not even Machine Gun Kelly. It's Colson something.
Machine Gun Kelly. If I hear MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, if I hear Kelly one more fucking time, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. And this girl just wouldn't shut up about it. It was so insane, and then everybody tried to hype him up the whole night. I mean,
so you should probably just leave. Yeah.
and then on top of it, he doesn't even live. I live in more of a populated area than he does. He lives in like this little hick town where fucking nobody knows him. So like, I was like, oh, so he has all these tattoos and shit. He just can't get a fucking job. That's what he is. Like, he probably was like, my cousin got famous. I should try to be like him, be exactly like him. And then when all else fails, then I got to go back to this normal fucking bullshit life.
He'll take me on the cruise with him. He'll take me on the tour with him next time. He told me so. He'll take me on the tour with him.
Well,
anyway,
I don't.
Let's get us a machine gun when it's out of ammo.
Yeah,
kid was super cool. Like, I mean, his name, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it online or anything like that. But like, he was just like a down to earth kind of dude, and I was like, it was chill to hang out with him. But it was my first impression of him. It was just like I just had to keep hearing MGK. Such a tool bag. I was like, oh my god, this guy's gonna be such a suck tonight, and everybody's just gonna just brown nose the fuck out of this kid. Like these guys, they're acting like there was like Tickle Me Elmo just came out for the first time. Everybody was freaking out.
Tickle Me Elmo just came out for the first time.
I feel like it's different for people who live in like cities that have a lot of celebrities in them and just kind of see them
like Miami, though.
Walking around and stuff like that, though. But he's not even a celebrity. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. But I feel like we just have like a different aspect of it because it seems like a lot of those people probably live down there for a good majority of their life, or like people who live in like non like hugely populated areas and like not like popular spots don't see celebrities, don't see anybody like that. So when they see somebody like that, they're like, holy shit, like, or like somebody even like closely related, like they don't know how to act. But like people in Vegas, people in New York City, LA, like all of them, Miami, like all these kinds of people are, we know kind of what to do, and they're just regular fucking people. They just, they got good at something, and then they were able to make money off of it.
Growing up in Vegas, we knew like the best time to go to the Strip was during USA basketball practice because you would definitely see some basketball players playing craps or playing blackjack or hanging out at the bar or something like that. Like if you ever wanted to like hang out with some basketball players, like some good basketball players, there was 2 weeks during the summer where they all come out to UNLV and they practice.
Yeah, or you could go whenever there's a big fucking boxing match. Anytime Floyd had a boxing match, you go down to the fucking MGM and you stand in the lobby. You're bound to fucking pick up somebody.
Oh yeah, no. Denzel's walking through. You got three other
Right.
people walking through. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And what amazes me is a lot of these people just like, we think like these people will just hide. You know what I mean? And a lot of times they
They're
don't.
nonchalant. Yeah.
They're very
I walked.
They kind of
nonchalant.
hide in plain sight.
Exactly.
I walked right past Dana White, and he had no security.
Well,
Trying to
Dana
go.
White doesn't really need security. Dana White's actually kind of a badass motherfucker, if you really think about
He's
it.
in Las Vegas. I don't know who's gonna fucking hurt him. He's not like hit out for like fucking Suge Knight is in Vegas.
Right. Yeah,
Fuck
well,
shit,
that's a different fucking story.
Yeah.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Pac.
Yeah. Hey,
R.I.P. Biggie.
did you guys hear that new you guys hear that new Kane Brown and Marshmello song?
Yeah.
That song is a banger right now.
Yeah,
That
I
song's
played
gonna
that.
be a summer. It's a summer jam.
I played that for my girl the other night, and she liked it.
Yeah,
Oh,
got
did
your little
she?
tail. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Put that in your back pocket.
She
Yeah,
liked
I'm
it
sorry.
a lot.
Love it.
Like, oh, I got one thing right.
Afternoon
Oh, I got
delight.
one thing right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
No, so all right, so like some new music that came out. Lil Nas finally he dropped an album. He has a song
Seven.
called Rodeo on there. He's still trying to do this whole cowboy thing, and it's really working out for him. He also managed to touch in with like Cardi B on that song too, and I've seen her on a couple of things where she's wearing like a whole, fucking assless chaps and shit, and she's got a fucking cowboy hat on. But
Yeah, I don't
that-
listen to anything with Cardi B anymore because of
Yeah.
The gate rape.
she's a rapist. So
Yeah. I mean,
Don't fuck with that.
Migos came out with a new song. They put out a song called Stripper Bowl. That song's really, really good. Truthfully, I just got into a whole nother genre that I'm not really into, yet. It's a band called Laney. They got the song called Thick and Thin, and it's like it just has this beat to it that's like really, really, it like flows to really good driving song. Like it's got this whole like, I don't know, it's like almost like deep house. It's like deep house background, but at the same time, it's just like it's obviously just a fucking breakup song, but it's really fucking, it's produced really, really well. And like the music video really caught me because the car is driving at like fucking 45 miles an hour, and this guy's just sitting on the back end of the car. He's just singing the whole time. But that song came out. Blake Shelton came out with God's Country. That's another song that I'm listening to on repeat. I don't know if anybody likes country music.
yeah, I dig country. Country
yeah,
is my
like-
roots.
Yeah, Blake Shelton is he's always doing big things, man. He always comes out with a really good summer song. I remember when he did that whole shoot it back at spit.
Shoot it
Oh.
back, shoot it back, shoot it back.
That song
Yeah.
made so much money. So I'm sure Blake Shelton's about to come out with a new album. Chris Brown and Drake made a song for the first time in like a long time called Guidance. That's another big song. I hear that every fucking day on the goddamn radio when I get into my vehicle. Those are just some big songs that I'm hearing like constantly. So on fucking Friday though, y'all, I was over at this bar that I go to, and I witnessed this old guy. He walks over to, it was really strange. He was like, it was me and like a couple of my buddies were standing outside, we're bullshitting, talking it up. This old guy walks over to us. You can tell he's already had like a few beers in him or whatever, and he walks over and he goes, "Hey, is this where all the ugly guys stand around?" And I was like, yeah. So then he came, like, oh, this guy's a fucking heaping piece of shit. Like, then he pulls out this old like burnt out cigar, and now he's fucking smoking a cigar and shit. And we're like, oh man, here we go. This guy's gonna stink up this whole place. So he's there for about 20 minutes. All of a sudden, I'm standing there, I was doing whatever. I was talking with a buddy of mine, and I look over and I see this this everyday bar guy. And he's fucking shot out of his mind every single day. He drinks and drives. He's wild. He's got this ponytail. He looks like a miniature Ted Nugent. He's always just incredibly shit-faced. And he's sitting there passing one of those little weed pen things to this old guy and getting him really fucked up now. So now he's inside of the bar. Now he's inside of the bar, and he opens up the door and falls flat on his fucking face right at the entranceway. and like I didn't like his head hit the ground so hard I thought he knocked himself out cold, and then he's fucking opens his eyes and he's looking up, and like I'm looking at this group of people and they're trying to get him up and trying to hurry him up. They're like, "Come on, we got to pick him up and call the cops." And I'm like looking past him now, and I can see the guy who was feeding him the pen in the background, crying, laughing, pointing and laughing at him, and he's just like, "Ah, he fucking fell. He can't hold his feet." So now the manager is calling the fucking cops, trying to get the ambulance to show up because this guy looks trash. Like he looked like he was about to have a heart attack now. And like I don't know if it was the daughter or whatever, but she got this old drunk man out of there so quick. This lady couldn't put her fucking phone down to tell her to like wait and hold up because they had, the ambulance was on the way. Like, you can't leave. We need you to stay here. It was so fucking wild. And one of those fucking situations where I was like, these old people need to stop smoking weed.
Those ambulances are fucking expensive though. I wouldn't want to
pay
for them either if I didn't have fucking health insurance.
Exactly. Shit, I definitely don't ever want to have to fucking deal with another ambulance ride. Guys, here's a topic that I've been trying to fucking get on for a little bit. What do you guys do men's grooming wise? What do you spend a little bit extra money on to make you feel better for,
All right, I know where you're going with this. First things first, I'm going to say the tollway, the express lane. Okay, I live in a state here in Texas where going around town, there's an express lane. All right?
Texas.
And if I'm going to the airport or if I'm going up north or coming back down, okay, if I'm going up to Oklahoma for the weekend, I'm going to pay the extra $7 to not have to deal with Larry asshole in the third lane. Third lane all the way to the left, who's going 68 miles an hour thinking that's the fast lane. Get out of my way right now. And you've got this nice express lane. It's 2 lanes, so if there's someone going 80, you can get around him going 95.
Men's grooming
on there. You give a shit about men's grooming. I like to spend a little bit extra on the conveniences of life, and I'm gonna pay a couple extra bucks for that convenience.
Yeah, I got single ply toilet paper, but I spend the extra few dollars so I can get around with these old fucks driving to work every morning.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
No, I'm talking about like you. First off, you probably spend a fuckload of money on all your little hair gels and shit, right? You use hair gel like nobody's business.
No, well, yeah, it may look like it, but I use one. It's just called American Crew. I use the pomade, and then if I need to, kind of go with like a rustier look, I'll go with a pomade or the fiber version of American Crew, and it's more of like a clay. So those are my two. That's what I use. I also just started using. I got that Manscaped like nut lotion. So rather than using hold on. Rather than using baby powder or Gold Bond down there, I use that nut lotion. And rather than like turning out like that cheese, like that Famunda cheese, like that clay that you get out when
we call it duck butter.
Duck butter. Yeah. Rather than that coming out, you kind of just get like this silky smooth, no chafing going on. Everything's lubed up down there, but it's not like greasy. You know what I mean?
You got to.
Or like it's just more like smooth. It's like a really nice lotion that you put on your nuts every day. I like it. I honestly, I'm gonna start swearing by it.
The problem is nobody ever wants to suck your dick when your nuts smell good. It's like when I get out of the shower and I smell like Irish Springs, there's no one at my window saying, "Hey, can I suck your dick?" It's always, I just got done walking around Walmart for 45 minutes. Now
I'll give you a blowy behind the corner real quick.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Have you guys ever done that where like you've got done with like some like sort of like physical strenuous activity or it's really hot out and you got to go over to a girl's house and it's like, hey, do you mind if I use the bathroom really quick? And you're taking your hand towels and just like cleaning your balls really quick.
Yeah, anal seepage going on.
There's a bunch of lint all over your nuts when she goes down there. She's like, did you just use my new towel?
Where are the baby wipes? Where the fuck are the baby?
Is this hand soap okay? Is this hand soap okay?
Is this antibacterial? I just got done doing 4 hours of construction. I had the most random blowjob in the entire world. I was in New Orleans, bro, for Mardi Gras, and like this girl, like I had to walk. I got kicked out of this bar, and I had to walk by myself alone back to my car, and I had no idea where I was going. Even though if I would have just picked up my fucking phone and looked at where my map was, I would have known exactly where I was supposed to be, because it tells you where your car is at on if you for your location or whatever. Oh my god, bro! So I'm walking way out of the fucking way, and this girl literally just like she's like, "You look like you're having a hard time. You look like you're having a hard time. You want to ride with us?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" No bullshit. She just started to get right to it. Didn't waste no fucking time, and it was the most random thing ever. It was the most random hookup thing I've ever done, or whatever. And I know I had just gotten fresh tattoos. Like I looked really good that night. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I know my balls didn't smell good then. I just got done walking a quarter mile. There was no fucking way that my
No
balls
shot.
smelled no way that shit smelled like lavender anymore.
No shot.
No fucking way. But holy shit, what I spend a little bit of money on, exfoliating wipes, and then for my face, and then I use a Burt's Bees ones. It's like a all organic one. There's no chemicals in it. And then I buy a fuckload of baby wipes, because until I get a fucking bidet, toilet paper doesn't cut it, bro.
I'm a big clean butt.
You wipe your ass with
baby wipes?
With wet baby wipes?
Yeah.
Every day.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Every day.
I don't know if it just.
And you don't get the baby wipes. You don't get the baby wipes. They're probably best for you with the hairy ass.
It makes it all wet down there, dude. I can't do it. I need it
get all
nice
swampy.
and dry and clean.
Just feel like a duck.
Doesn't leave a residue.
It makes it feel like it's down slippery.
Just walking down on my ass, just squeaking back and forth because it's so wet.
No.
It sounds like wet shoes on a basketball court.
Yeah. Oh
I
man,
can't do that.
It's fucking tremendous.
Yeah, that's great. So no, Doug, it's not baby wipes. It's like it's just like sanitary wipes or something like that. They're not as moist as baby wipes. Like
Yeah,
baby
no,
wipes
I'm
are
good.
wet.
Not a wet.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, it's
The way that I look at it, bro, is like you can't wipe your ass with something dry like that anymore. Like it still smells. Like your ass will still smell. Like I don't know. I have girls that go down in that area, like licking my balls. I can't.
You have girls
I can't
that
have
eat
the
your
fucking
ass?
Uncrustables down there,
Yeah, I can't have Uncrustables. No, I was about to ask the same thing. I feel like that's all the rage nowadays. Is that that licking the balls and the rim jobs. Have you guys dabbled in any of that?
Johnny's definitely dabbled in that.
The balls,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Not
lie.
the
I'm
rim
not gonna
job.
fucking lie. It was great. I'm not even gonna fucking bullshit. It's a weird thing, but it's like I gotta be fucking trash, bro. And if I'm at that point, I got my fucking foot on the back of her head, and I'm pulling on her back like a fucking change, like I'm starting a lawnmower. I mean, it's like that's DEFCON 4 if I'm at that point.
Oh, jeez.
I get into some wild shit. But yeah, I mean, it's the fucking rage. I don't know what the fuck happened. One day it was like, no, nobody's eating nobody's ass.
Yeah,
Flip
yeah.
the page, everybody's eating everybody's ass now.
Yeah.
Everybody's got smuts around their lips.
Yeah.
I see a lot less people using chapstick. Oh shit.
That's a good
But
one.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird. But girls are crazy nowadays, dude. I don't even know. Like girls like kick me in my head and tell me you're my father. You're like, that's what they want to hear nowadays. It's fucking. It's a strange thing, bro. Women, and I guess two of you guys don't have to deal with this, but me and John, we're out there fighting for my fucking life out there.
I know. I was gonna say, you guys. It sounds like the dating world sounds like when guys talk about mom. It's like just trying to.
One Highlander.
Yeah, exactly. Just try to deal with one rainstorm at a time while trying not to step on some sort of booby trap, that leads you down a back alleyway getting beat up by an ex-boyfriend.
See, the crazy
like
thing is they're starting young. I met this one chick and she was 19, which at me being 26, 19 kind of feels weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty
You're
young.
still a teen.
And she was like,
Can't even
yeah,
fucking buy a drink yet.
She's like, I like when I have a daddy. I'm like, okay, so you must be like into the sub-dom shit, whatever, that's cool. She's like, yeah, but non-sexual. Like, I like to wear, like, little kid pajamas and, like, you put
Oh,
stuff in
no,
and
no.
shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
Shut
and
that down.
before that, we had that conversation. She was a smart, young, beautiful, little petite girl. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what a fucking waste, man.
Another one.
Like, you're going back in the lost and found bin because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I posted. So I'm talking to this one girl right now. Redhead, super hot, super hot. But I'm talking to her and like we're going over this fucking where I was talking about my dog or whatever, and I was like, I sent her a picture and I said like, she's daddy's girl. She's laying on my like lap or whatever, and she goes, oh, but I wanted to be daddy's girl, and I fucking spit out my drink. I was like, oh fuck, that took no time at all. I said, that's fine, yeah, whatever, let's do that. We'll put that one in the back books, And girls nowadays, it's like, it's all that daddy kink fetish shit. It's so wild, so crazy.
I think you're just more open about it now because even back in my kind of player days, like girls were liking that. Girls wanted that, that
dominant shit.
Yeah. They like to be dominated.
I'm
sure there's other girls though that don't like to be dominated.
Neck choking, hair pulling, that type of shit. Like that's what started all these girls off, and then they were like, "Fucking beat the shit out of me," but only until I say "fucking stop."
What's the safe word?
Yeah,
Spumoni. Spumoni.
What is
It's
that?
my safe word. Wolfie.
Pineapple.
Wolfie.
Oh, yeah.
Pineapples.
Taco truck.
What was the movie I saw the other day where it was like, yeah, how about when I say stop, you crazy ass bitch, you stop? Was it Soul Plane?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. What was it? What
have
was
a
it?
safe word.
Euro Trip. Remember Euro Trip when he had to like? They're like, here's a safe word. He's like, yeah, like I'm gonna need that. And it was in German or whatever.
Yeah.
So, that shit was fucking hilarious when they used to do that shit. Like when it was like, what is this? This isn't even a fucking word right now. It was like this long, dragged out word. Jumping back to the whole bathroom thing from earlier, squatty potty.
Squatty potties, man. You guys have squatty potties?
I don't even know what that is.
You have a squatty potty, Johnny? Or
Yep. This guy's pooping all wrong.
you're pooping all wrong, John. You're missing out. You are really missing out. So the squatty potty, for anybody who doesn't know, it's a little stool you put your feet on for when you sit down in the toilet.
Because your feet are supposed to be elevated to make
Yeah.
the flow pass through.
Yeah.
Yes, very true.
Do you remember my first roommate at Greenville, John?
Yeah, Shao Kahn.
Xiao Kang Go. So Xiao, bless his heart, he was from like I believe mainland China.
Yeah.
And he was just used to squatting to shit in a toilet. And he was actually caught one time like perched on top of the toilet taking a shit because that's what he was used to. It's like he would go in the bathroom, but like, you would see his feet. We weren't like looking at him or like being weird or anything like that, but you would like see their feet, next to you on the stall, and you never saw his feet at all, faced one way or another. You know what I mean? That's like the international sign of like, hey, that guy obviously has a small dick. He doesn't want his dick seen out there at the urinal, or, you're taking a shit.
Yeah.
Those were the two options. So, anyways, long story short, he was squatting up there one time. But who would have thunk it that he actually had it right this whole time? Okay, because I swear by it, man. I'm buying myself. I have on Amazon Prime coming, I think tomorrow, a travel squatty potty that fits. It's collapsible and it fits easily in your luggage.
Yeah,
because
nice.
when I go somewhere for a week, man, I don't shit right for a week. I come back home on Sunday and it is a fucking massacre.
Yeah, loaded. This guy's locked, cocked, and ready to roll.
Locked, cocked, and shit. Wow, man, That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I swear by it. I'll never go back. Courtney thinks it's a little weird that I'm like that obsessed with it. And like,
Seriously,
honestly, pooping is more. If pooping wasn't enjoyable enough, now pooping is enjoyable even more enjoyable with the
Right.
Squatty Potty. I
The
enjoyed
issue-
prior to this. I enjoyed a good 10-minute
Shit.
Facebook sesh with a nice shit attached.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
now I'm enjoying like a nice 7-minute Facebook set, but like twice as often.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, it relieves a lot more pressure. But the thing that I don't like about it is the fact that I gotta get like full blown naked, pretty much.
Oh my god, dude! Okay, high five, nice. I do
I
the
gotta
exact same thing.
Yo, I'm talking about I'm taking off my fucking socks.
Fucking primal, bro. Primal.
Yes.
Yeah, like we're back in the Stone Age.
Yeah.
I
George
love it.
Cosenza.
No,
George Cosenza did the same thing. That's where that started with Seinfeld, where he got naked to take a shit, and the girl walked in on him, and she's like, "Why are you naked?" He's like, "Wait, you don't get naked when you take a shit?" She's like, "No, what are you doing?" He's like,
If
"I
anybody-
had no idea, Jerry, no idea."
I would if God forbid anybody ever walks in on me while I'm on the Squatty Potty, full assed out on my phone, hovered on this shitter with my knees fucking up here.
Oh yeah, no, you're in that nice little cocoon shape.
Yeah.
And elbows and
I mean,
back,
yeah.
and back
God-
you fit perfectly with your knees. I love it.
And my bowels are just giving out, I'm dropping out the whole,
Whole
dropping
bottom
basement
end's
post.
dropping out. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Full
Oh my
seasons, but Jesus, it's it'd be a sight to see for sure. I would probably just look at that person and just like, hey man, my legs are up still. The train's still going.
Yeah, I would just say
Yeah.
occupied.
Yeah, occupy.
Occupied.
Occupy.
But no, man,
yeah.
I don't know that I'll ever go back.
All right, I had to dig for this one. It's
Uh-huh.
off time in sports, right?
This is your whammy, right?
But this is whammy. This is a
Whammy.
little pre-show, a little
Yeah.
pre-season. The lines for week 1 of NFL dropped.
hmm
So right now, the Cardinals are plus 112 against the Lions at home. Gotta like that.
Uh,
I
yeah.
parlayed that with the Bills at the Jets, taking the Jets. That came out to plus 224 on parlay. Jets Cardinals week 1. Both
That's
at home.
Cardinals, week 1.
Both at home.
Kill your fucking bookmaker. Kill your fucking bookmaker.
Wow.
I'm gonna get it early. I'm gonna get it early and sit on it.
Yeah, I
Bet
was
your
gonna
fucking
say,
life on it.
yeah, no, getting it early is kind of what it's all about. But
You got it. You have to though, and you got to stay on top of it too, because that shit changes up so fucking quickly.
what are some other interesting games for that week 1?
Yeah. I got
You
them
have
right here,
anything?
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
I got them all. They just kind of caught me off guard. I couldn't believe they dropped already. I was really excited.
Yeah, anything of interest that we need to know about?
What about
They got-
Astros and Yankees?
Actually, I did have those. It was Astros.
Mhm.
Astros on a money line. They won today.
Yep.
And then the Mets dropped though, so that kind of fucked us. But 1 out of 2 ain't bad. We'll go even there.
You win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just the way it goes.
What do you guys think about the NBA draft?
I liked it, man. I liked it. Quite honestly, I think the Pelicans are going to be a good team.
Yeah.
I think like what they did, whatever move that was. I think Bill Simmons was talking about it on Friday. He was talking about, if you look at that in comparison to the Kawhi trade, the Pelicans just, kind of just, bent the Lakers over and took them for everything they had. I mean,
Yeah.
If you look at about tradable assets, they have 3 players on their roster right now.
Did you see what just happened since we've been on air?
No, what happened?
As of 1 hour ago, Kawhi Leonard declines option, becomes free agent.
Yeah, it's going to be madness.
That's insane.
So the Lakers basically, because of the timing of the trade or something like that, they go from having $27 million, or rather than having, if they waited a little bit, they could have had up to $32 million or something like that. They could have had enough room to put another max player into the salary cap without hitting the luxury tax, and then you just have to hit the luxury tax with a bunch of like vet minimum guys. You know what I mean? But now they can't even afford a max guy. They'd have to talk somebody into coming back for cheap or coming on board for cheap.
That's crazy.
Or people are discussing now, like, does LeBron get the boys together and just like go see what D Rose is up to, go see if Chris Paul wants to come sign for the vet minimum and be in Space Jam 2. You know what I mean? Can he get Bosh out there? Bosh out of retirement and out there. Carmelo's a big one. They're talking about going to the Lakers.
And time's running out for those guys, dude. They're not getting any younger, That's an end of an era.
Carmelo, could. He should probably go ahead and go home. He's. I think he's about ran his due. I mean, he's a fucking. I used to root for him when he played for the Nuggets, man. Like, he was so bad when he first came out.
Yeah. That isn't good. Yeah.
And now he's not putting up half the fucking points he used to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, dude, he didn't even make a team. He got cut. Cut.
At one point, he was a fucking champ at one point, man.
Yeah, no, that's interesting about Kawhi, man, because again, you have 60 free agents this year that, I mean, they can all form big threes on any team, or they could all go to one team and be, they can stack up. Like, this will truly be a reshuffling of the NBA this year in 2020.
This year is going to be very interesting to see how all this shit plays out, because now nobody really has any fucking idea what's going to happen.
Exactly. Nobody really has a true advantage. I think Philly would be the only team that has a true advantage just because they got Simmons and Embiid. You know what I mean? Other than that, everybody else is a free agent for the most part. I'm sure there's some other like sneaky good teams. You know what I mean? The Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, they got Kristaps and Luka. You know what I mean? So
I forgot they were just talking about Luka too. They were saying that he just signed didn't he sign a deal or whatever? 28 million. I forgot what the context of this whole thing. I don't know if anybody else caught it, but they were talking about how
Luka was a rookie this year, man. So he shouldn't have been signing any kind of deal unless it was like a I don't even know what.
But he's no, they were talking about him last night when I was at the bar. Because that's what I do when I go to bars now, because I'm so fucking bored. It's girls, and this whole fucking party scene doesn't even faze me anymore. I'm just peeking through to the other fucking bar across the street, the IP bar, trying to see what the fuck's going on with the sports channel.
Yeah, right.
That's really cool. That's really cool, Samantha. Yeah. Can you stop shaking your ass on me right now? I'm trying to see what the fuck Zion's got to say. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, that was. I think the Pelicans are going to be really good this year. I really do. I think they got some really solid pieces. I think they got a really young, talented core, and if they can put all that together, I don't see why they shouldn't be a good team.
Yep.
I think you'll see the Rockets. The Rockets will be heavy players in free agency. They'll have a ton of cap room to kind of throw around.
Yeah.
So I'm
rooting for the fucking Rockets this year. I root for them every fucking year. I mean,
it'll be interesting to see who goes and joins Russell and Paul George in OKC.
Yep.
Because they need a third. Who's gonna go join Dame Lillard up in Portland?
Mm-hmm.
Because that'll be a good one. Did the Knicks get anybody? Does anybody end up signing there? Or now everybody's talking about the Nets. Where the fuck did that come from? You know what I mean? Everyone's talking about Kawhi, Kyrie going to the Nets, and a bunch of these other Kevin Durant going to the Nets.
Believe it or not, everybody in New York City is way more excited about Brooklyn than they are the actual Knicks.
And do you think that has to do with the ownership? Most likely.
Yeah. Well, and you got to remember that before that it was the New Jersey Nets. And those teams were hot, man, with Kidd and everything else. Like, there's a big love for those guys. So they're waiting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, because I don't know. Even like I'm trying to think of like a sneaky like Milwaukee Bucks. Like, who goes and
Yeah.
joins Giannis? You know what I mean? Could you get a couple of stars up there with Giannis? You know, playing some good basketball. I think so. Do the Bulls go and spend any money? You know what I mean? Because I think if this is the summer that everyone's going to be maxed out. Everyone's going to be up to the luxury caps. You know, up to their luxury cap tits, as a a way of saying it.
Do you have
I
to
don't know.
sign a multiple year deal, or can you sign just a 1 year deal?
You can sign just a
one
one.
year
You
deal.
can, yeah.
I wonder
That's
how
what
many
LeBron
guys
was
sign
doing.
Yeah,
LeBron
right.
was signing basically for the last few years. LeBron's been signing like a 1-and-1 with the
Yeah,
player option.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
so
right.
it's like it's really interesting. You know, if some of these guys lean that way, you know what I mean? Does Kyrie take a 1-and-1 with the Nets? You know what I mean?
That's another team, Boston, yeah.
Does D'Angelo Russell go sign a 1-and-1 with the Lakers and basically, yeah, I'll take the cheap option this year, but I'm going to take a really hefty player option, the following year. I don't know, dude. Honestly, the Lakers are fucked. I don't see how they get out of this at all, unless they get the band together, unless they get all the old OGs. Some guys that have retired, some guys that are still playing or floating around teams. You got the Vince Carters of the world out to LA, and like just assemble the geriatric crew with Anthony Davis around them.
Yep.
I don't know how you do that.
That's gonna be sweet.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good to see
I'm
how that
excited.
goes.
I'm excited. Yeah, they think that Zion's gonna get fat.
Yeah, right.
They said he's gonna go down to New Orleans and he's gonna get super fucking fat off of crawfish.
Yeah, eating jambalaya every day.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be funny. But
That's so funny.
all right. Well, that's I think that's a show, guys.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to follow us on Instagram or Twitter, we're at Outspoken Gents. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys next time.
Thank you guys so much.
Peace, bitches.